Hey everybody, this is Chase Campbell, and in this video I'm going to be showing you how to make homemade gravy. Oh man, homemade gravy is delicious. And that is exactly why we're showing you this. Because we want to be able to teach you, or I want to be able to teach you, how to be able to make nutrient-dense gravy for yourself and your families. Because this is a big thing. We use gravy a lot. We will put it on like turkey at Thanksgiving, we'll put it on biscuits for biscuits and gravy, we'll put it over veggies, any kind of thing. It's an amazing additive, and we love to be able to use it. And now, understanding how to be able to make a nutrient-dense food for our families, and be able to put the good ingredients into it, that's what's important. That's what I'm going to be teaching you right here in this class. So, get ready for it, because we're going to go. So let me introduce you to the ingredients and also to the instruments or the equipment that we'll need for this class. So what we're going to need is 2 to 4 cups of broth. So it can be chicken, it can be beef, it can be pork, it can be lamb, it can be turkey, whatever. We need 2 to 4 cups, okay? I have pork broth for us today. Then you're going to need a fat of some sort. Okay, now this is a very important part of making sauces that some people look over. Okay, when you make a sauce, you want to make sure that you pair your fat and your broth correctly. And what that means is you want to make sure that they are of the same kind of animal as best you can. So if I was using chicken fat or duck fat or goose fat or whatever, some kind of poultry fat, then I would want to use some kind of poultry broth. So like chicken or duck or goose, whatever, to be able to make it. And so if I was going to use beef broth or lamb broth or pork broth, then I would want to use beef fat or lamb fat or lard or butter, you know, anything around those, because that fits mammals to mammals and then poultry to poultry. It's going to be that easy. Now, to get it even better is definitely lamb fat to lamb stock, or beef fat or tallow to beef stock, and so on and so forth. Just like that, because then the flavors are going to match themselves. That's the big thing. Because if you pair a poultry, like a poultry stock, with a mammal fat, then there's going to be an off taste. It's not going to taste uniform. And then someone's going to be, I don't believe that this tastes the same, and we don't want that. So we want the other one, where people will be like, this tastes amazing, and you did a fabulous job. Yes, we did. Okay, so that is what we're looking for. So I have bacon grease that I'm going to use, or bacon fat, whichever one you want to call it. It is delicious. And yes, if you are cooking well-sourced, sustainably raised pork or bacon, save the grease, save the fat, and use it to cook with, or use it for sauces. Or you can I've even heard of you can use it for mayonnaise. So try it out, okay? Do it. You can use it. It's amazing. And this one's going to pair up perfectly because I have pork with pork. There's my example. Awesome. Alright, next one is you're going to need flour. So they recommend 1/4 cup to 3/4 cup of flour. Now, that's because you get to choose how much you want to put in here. Just like the broth, you get to choose 2 to 4 cups. This one, you get to choose how much you're going to put in here. Okay, to be able to see how thick it's going to be. Because if you like it thicker, or if you don't like it as thick, that's up to you, okay? Now, you also get to control this. Inside of her recipe book for Sally Fallon, she recommends you do 1/4 to 3/4 cup of unbleached flour. So, organic as well, make sure it's organic. So, go ahead and use that if you have that. I personally like to use the best quality I can find for myself. So right here, I actually have all-purpose einkorn flour that I just ground up myself. So I guess whole grain now. Whole grain einkorn flour, which I just ground up myself. And so I'm going to use that for mine because I get to control what ingredients goes into my food, and that is amazing. So you get to choose. That's the big determiner. Real salt to be able to season. Then a spoon to be able to mix right there. And then we got a little scraper spatula, so we can scrapey. Very important. And then you're going to need a saucepan and, of course, your stove. And that's it. And if you would like a book This is nourishing broth. Once again, you can find it. But you have this, and you have me, and we're gonna be great. So let me pop this back open as it flips over on me. Perfect. Let's begin. So what we're first gonna start off with is we're going to turn up our temperature real quick, and we're gonna add in our fat. So I'm putting this on a medium temperature, and I am going to actually put all of this in there. So I recommend, since there's no specific amount that they recommend, they just say the pan drippings. Okay, that's cool. So that allows you more ability to be able to decide how much to put in. If you want an exact number to kind of start with, I would recommend you put in about 2 to 3 tablespoons of whatever you're using to start, and then you can work from there. So use that as your base, I guess, base ingredient, base instructions, basic recipe. There we go. So I'm putting my bacon fat in here. Oh man, so good. Okay, here we go. So it is melting for real quick now, which is exactly what I want it to do. While it's melting, I'm gonna reach over here. I'm gonna grab my whisk because I need it to whisk. Just gonna break it up a little bit more. Okay, it's warm. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm going to start adding in my flour now that it has melted all the way. So I'm gonna add a little bit at a time. We're not gonna go. We don't want to add all of it because once again, we don't know how thick we want it or how much it's gonna take to get to that thickness that we want. And so we need to experiment. We need to add little by little until we finally get it all mixed together and up to the thickness we want. Some people like thicker gravies. Some people like not so thick gravies. So I had to add some more. Now I'm getting there. Awesome. So while this is cooking like this, what we're also going to be trying to reach is that we want the flour to actually brown. So we want to brown it as we are mixing it in, because if we don't brown the flour, then it's actually going to have a floury taste at the end of the day for your gravy, and we don't want that. We want the nice taste of the fat and the pork and everything else mixed in there. That's the deliciousness we're looking for. Okay. So now we have our amalgamated portion right here. It's a very thick setup. So we are now going to go ahead and start adding in that broth that we were talking about. Add it in. And we're going to stir it, okay? See, adding in the broth is going to start, at first it's going to start making it kind of, oh, what's the word? It's going to start making it look like it's starting to gel up a little bit, but don't worry, just keep on whisking. Okay, that's exactly what's supposed to do. If it's starting to get thick and stuff like that, don't worry about it. See? Ooh, yeah. Oh yeah, now here we go. Now we're cooking. Okay, I'm gonna actually turn this down a little bit. Alright, so poured in the rest of our broth, and we continue to stir it in as it's cooking, and to be able to make my gravy a little bit thinner. And so now this is my end result. Look at that. That is beautiful. That's a perfect gravy to go on biscuits. That's a perfect gravy to go on, I don't know, vegetables, meats, stuff like that. You can find many different ways to do that. And that is it. That is all that we need to do to make this. This seriously took maybe 5-10 minutes to make up, maybe not even 10. So it is a very, very easy way to be able to make gravy. And it's very good for yourself, for your family, and your friends. And you will benefit. You get to be the chooser, the decider of what goes in to your food. And that is such a big thing in our lives today. So make the decision. Whenever you're going to make up a gravy, whenever you got that planned for those, those biscuits and gravy, or for the good old holiday Thanksgiving, make this up. Think about this and decide, make the decision to make this up, and you'll thank yourself. Okay? Good luck, guys. Go out there, enjoy, create this beautiful masterpiece, and enjoy it and see the differences that the food brings. I'll see you guys later.